Hi, my name is Ryan, and in this video let's create this simple timeline in HTML and CSS. Here in my HTML file I've already added the markup for the timeline, so let's have a look at it. Here I've added the section element, and inside this section element I have a div with the class of year, and below this div I have another div with the class of events, and this div is going to contain all the individual events, and each of this event has a class of its own. Similarly, I have two more sections at the bottom. So in all, I have three sections, and that is it for the HTML. Now let's go to our CSS file and start styling it. But before that, let me resize my code editor and my browser window. Alright, so let's first give it a reset. I'll say margin 0, padding 0. Now let's target the section element. We'll give it a display of flex. Now if you check in the browser, the year is on the left and the events are listed on the right. Now let's target the class of year. We'll give it a width of 20%. We'll give it a background of light blue. We'll give it a height of 100 pixel, line height of 100 pixel. We'll align the text to the center, and we'll increase the font size to 3 em. We'll set the font weight to bold, and we'll say box sizing border box. Lastly, let's add in some margin, let's say of 20 pixel. Now let's target the class of events. Let me make some space at the bottom. We'll give it a width of 70%. We'll give it a background color of EEE, which is a shade of gray. We'll set the padding of 20 pixel. We'll give it a box sizing of border box, and let's give it a line height of 1.4 em, and finally let's give it a border at the bottom of 0.5 pixel solid CCC. Let's check if we have a border at the bottom. Here if you see closely, we have a light gray border at the bottom. Now the final thing we need to do is give this year a fixed position. However, we are not going to use the position of fixed, but we are going to use the position sticky. So let's do that. Here in the class of year, I'll give it a position of sticky, and we also need to use the vendor prefix, so I'll say position hyphen webkit hyphen sticky. Now if we check in the browser, nothing happens yet because we have not yet positioned it at a distance. So we'll position it at a distance of 50 pixel from the top. Now if we scroll, we can see that the year is now fixed, and if we keep on scrolling, the year 1930 takes up the position of the year 1920, and if we keep on scrolling, the same thing happens with the year 1940. And this behavior is achieved with pure CSS and no JavaScript at all. And that was quite simple. However, this may not be the most fancy looking timeline you've seen, but the idea was just to show you that this is possible in pure CSS. And that is it for this video. Hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.